Human Design 6-2 profile. Let's jump straight in it today, shall we? The Human Design 6-2 profile, also known as the Role Model Hermit. Role Model means what it says on the tin. You are a role model. You live your life in 3 stages. I'm going to be speaking about that today in the video. And also, hermit, it doesn't mean that you need to go and live in a cave, but it does mean that having that time completely on your own is incredible for you. Like, it recharges your batteries, it gives you energy, and it's a very, very important part of your visibility strategy. My name is Abigail Rebecca. I am a human design business mentor, and I guide women who are scaling their business to do it in a more aligned, authentic, iconic way by really learning about their human design. You know, we're so taught to hustle, to work hard, to go out there and make things happen. And that is a very old paradigm. There are different ways to build your business. And human design is one of those wonderful tools that will be able to help you scale with bliss. I mean, we live in the real world. We're not in a Disney movie, are we? So, you know, of course, some of the days are going to be challenging. Some of the days are going to seem a bit easier. But what human design does is it helps us to really understand about us, our energy, the way that we work, the way that we build relationships. And we all know that building a business is all around relationships. It's relationship with yourself and it's relationship with others. So I'm going to be speaking about today, on today's video, specifically if you are an entrepreneurial woman, a founder, a business owner, a creative change maker, if you are basically a purpose-driven human being who is building your business and scaling your business, and you want to look at more opportunities to attracting more clients, to be like, to put yourself out there and be more visible and scale your business as a result of that, then this is the video for you. So let's go into the profile and what it means. So there are 6 lines within human design, from 1 to 6, and we all have 2. And those 2 make up the profile. And I would always say that the first number within that profile is something that you are truly conscious about. It feels like you, it's lived every single day. When you hear about it, it'll be like, yeah, absolutely, I understand that. Aha, I'm not weird. Like, that's who I am. And then the second line, it depends where you are within your personal development journey. It's not as conscious. And I always say the more conscious you become, the more work you do on yourself, the more aware of yourself that you become, the more aware you are of the second line or the second number within your profile, not the second line. However, in this case, it is the second line because we're talking about 6-2, but the second number within your profile. So I think that that's the rule of thumb, broadly speaking, around it. So the profile is basically how you go out. So we all have these wonderful gifts and zone of genius. They're the reason that we came to this earth. Like, it's your purpose, it's your mission, it's your dharma, it's your broader purpose, which is your incarnation cross, which is in human design. And then the profile is how you then deliver that. So the profile is so important, right, for business owners, especially if you are in the act of service, if you're there to lead others through a process, if you are in service to others. So as a coach, a healer, a mentor, a teacher, a course creator, a community builder, the profile is how you deliver your gift, your dharma to your community and wider. It's how you start to bring people in, like you deliver that message and how you start to bring people in. So this is really, really important within your human design. Let's jump into the 6-2 profile. As I always do, I'm going to break this down. So I'm going to talk about the 6 first of all, and then the 2, and then how the 2 come together. So first of all, line 6 within human design is role model, and it basically means that you live your life in 3 parts. There are 3 different parts to your life, from age 0 to age 30, approximately, you are a line 3. A line 3 is here to throw themselves at life, to go out and live their life, and then throughout that whole process make mistakes, even though they're not actually mistakes, but let's call them mistakes for argument's sake, to make those mistakes, okay, through that whole journey. So I'm going to use myself as an example. I'm not a 6-2 profile, by the way. I'm a 4-6 profile, but I'm going to use myself as an example. From 0 to 30, I lived my life. I traveled around the world. I was a holiday rep. I left a cult. I threw myself at life, right? And through that whole experience, I made mistakes. I did things that, as a wise woman now in my 50s, maybe I wouldn't necessarily do, but I was in my 20s and I was living my life and having an amazing time. Okay. Hit 30. I came back from overseas and went into corporate and worked in corporate and started to be a little bit more sensible. But actually, what happens within human design is when you hit around that 30 mark, you are climbing up onto the roof of life. That means that you are slightly removing yourself from society and from that full-on, full throttle life. And you are licking your wounds. You're maybe like reflecting back on your mistakes. You're learning your lessons. You are looking at others that are maybe making the same mistakes that you did or other mistakes. And you're kind of being able to look at it from an elevated position. Now, remember, when we're talking about leadership and when we're talking about the male energy, it's up high. I would say whenever you go to a beautiful resort, like we go to the south of France a lot, when you drive through the different communities within south of France, where are the beautiful villas? Where is the money? Like, where are the leaders? They are up. They're up on the top of the hill. It's a very strategic position. So you are climbing onto the roof of life. It's a very strategic position. It gives you that helicopter view of not only your life, but others' lives. And even though you are fully in life still, you are slightly removed from it. So you're looking at it from a different perspective. I always say perspectives instead of perspective. But you know what I mean? Looking at it from a different angle. There you stay for about 20 years. And then when you turn 50 approximately, that's when you slide back from the roof of life, from the rooftops, and you come back fully into life, fully integrated back into life. Woohoo! With all the wisdom of a role model, all of those years on the roof, licking your wounds, witnessing, reflecting, becoming wise. You're now coming back into life carrying that wisdom. So you are a role model. Perfect for you, again, if you are guiding other people through a process, if you're a coach, if you're a mentor, healer, etc. What's really, really important for you as a role model is for you to practice what you preach. You have to practice what you preach as a role model. Otherwise, people will not take you seriously. So, for example, if you are teaching about health and wellness and how important it is to take care of your body, and then you go to McDonald's drive-through once a week, you are not practicing what you preach. Even if none of your clients can see that you're doing that, none of your clients can maybe see you binge eating on the sofa on a Friday night, they're going to feel the energy of it. You're going to know, you're going to be aware of it. That's going to come out energetically. Something's going to feel off. So if you are in a position where at the moment you're going out there and you're putting out offers and no one is taking you up on that offer, if you are a line 6 within human design, I would definitely look back and look at yourself. Take yourself out of the picture again and look at yourself from a different angle. Like, really, really audit yourself. Look at your website, look at your social media, look at the way that you show up, Look at the way that you hold yourself, the words that you use, your personal appearance when you're going out there and being visible. Are you someone that looks and feels credible? Are you someone that people can trust? Are you someone that people can take seriously? Are you positioning yourself as a leader? Are you fully confident in what you're saying? Are you role modeling what you're preaching? If you are not, then energetically something is going to be off. And people might not be able to put their finger on it, but they will feel it from you. And that is where the disconnect may be coming from. I don't know if that's the disconnect. You'll have to come and do some work with me if you really want to dig deeper into that and find out. But it is definitely one of the things that I would look at. Okay, so let's park the line 6 at the moment for the moment, and let's go into line 2. Line 2 is the hermit. What does a hermit do? A hermit goes and lives in a cave. Sometimes. If you're a hermit crab, you go and live in a shell. But anyway, the reason that it's called the hermit is taking that time out, having that solitude. So even though as a line 6, you have slid off the roof of life and you are fully in life, it's really important for you to go and honor that hermit part of you. And that hermit part of you needs to go off and take some time, take some personal space. You know, I worked with a client who was a 6-2 role model, and she came and did a retreat with me, and she knew all about her human design profile because she'd worked with me, she was living it, she was breathing it, she was in the human design experiment. And what she did is, instead of coming and being with the group all day long and all night long, she booked herself into separate accommodation. So she came, she was fully in the zone, she was with her beautiful sisters, she was in that environment, she was soaking it all up, but she was honoring her line 2 hermit, because after dinner she would then take herself away, and she booked the most beautiful room overlooking the sea with a hammock on the balcony. It was an Airbnb actually, and she was sending me photos and going, look, this is like, I am honoring my my line 2 hermit. So this is one of the things that I really love about human design, and I will talk about this a lot. What human design does is it gives us language to who we are. So that means that not only you can understand yourself at a deeper level and be able to put language to it, but also other people can do that. So you know what she did? She sent me a message and said, I am honoring my hermit. I know exactly what she means. She knows exactly what she means. Very often I work with women who have got a line 2 in their profile, and they think there's something wrong with them. They think they're a bit weird. They're like, why do I feel that I want to completely be on my own? Like, I just don't want to be with anyone else. Am I weird? Am I a recluse? Am I going to turn into one of these crazy ladies that like has 10 cats and just is on her own all day long? By the way, a big shout out to all the crazy ladies with 10 cats. Because I really honor you. But my clients like don't want to live their life like that. They still want to be in society. Like they, you know, they want to have friends. They want to be fully in life. And especially as a role 6, because you've slid off the roof of life, you'll want to go out and experience life even more. So it's like, hang on a minute. So for 20 years, I was kind of like, now you know it's the roof of life, but I was kind of slightly removed, didn't want to like, I wasn't the same as I was in my 20s, my teens and my 20s and my childhood. And now I'm like, woohoo, come on. Like I'm fully experiencing life, but I still want to go and be on my own. Is there something wrong with me? There is nothing wrong with you. And this is the thing with human design. There's nothing to be fixed. There's no right or wrong. You don't need to heal yourself around this. What you do need to do is be fully aware of it and know that you need to honor that. You can be like, you know what? My hermit needs to go and be on her own. You can say to other people, explain to them what that means. Go, you know what? Me and the hermit are going to go and spend some time together, right? They will know. How amazing is that? Instead of like feeling a bit ashamed about it and going, well, you know, sometimes I like to be on my own. I'm not a weirdo. Like you can just go hermit time, and then you can go and take yourself away and can I just stress how important this is? It's really, really important for you to go away and recharge your battery. Whereas some people being completely on their own and isolating might be a little bit disempowering, dare I say, feeling a little bit depressed if they're on their own and lonely, for you, it's the opposite. For you, this recharges you. It recharges your energy. It makes you feel good. It's really, really important for you to do this. You can go. Hermit time is for you to go and recharge your batteries, to take some time on your own. But also, what it does is it helps you to integrate that deep wisdom. And this is where the 6-2 works really well together, because, as I've already said, as a line 6, you are a role model. You are a wise role model. In order for you to go and tap into that wisdom that you're able to bring to your community and to your clients, it's imperative that you go and spend that time on your own to be able to receive the downloads, to be able to receive the messages, for you to be able to have that time and space to integrate that, to understand that, and then for you to be able to go back into society, into your community, with your clients, online, on stages, on social media, at networking events, wherever you're going, and for you to then be able to fully show up in your role model era. It's very, very important for you to do that. And remember, your authority grows with time and experience. So the more you are in the human design experiment and you're playing with this and you're like, okay, yes, I recognize that. That's the line 6 within my profile. That's the line 2 within my profile. When I tap into it, when I honor it, when I respect it, when I love it, then I am able to fully show up in my biggest, boldest essence. That is when you're going to be able to attract all of the experiences and the opportunities that you crave into your life as you are growing your business. So whether that is more clients, whether it's higher clients that are coming in like at a higher level in terms of what they're investing in you, whether you want bigger and better speaking opportunities, whether you want to grow your email list, whether you want to grow your social media following, whether you just want to bring in more bliss and joy and bigger experiences into your life, then that's the way that you're going to be able to do it, to really honor your profile, to live it, to experience it, and then to bring that back into your life and to share it with your audience. So I am, as always, open to any questions that you might have about that, any aha moments, anything that comes to you when you are watching the video. Please comment below. I always come in. It might take me a couple of days, but I always come in. I always read your comments. If you have any questions, then please ask the questions below. I will come and answer your questions. I would really appreciate a like and a follow and a comment if you really enjoyed this video. I'm still growing my YouTube channel. I'm really enjoying doing this, so you can really help me to do that. And if you would like to learn more, there's a couple of ways that you can do that. I would definitely recommend that you go over to my website, which is abigailrebecca.com, and you can go and check out all the available things that I have on my website, including my human design visibility guide, which is a 40-page guide that you can order, all about your human design. Or if you want to dig deeper and dive in deeper with me, then I do offer 2-hour human design readings, which is really specifically looking at you as a business owner. What are your next level goals? What do you want to create? And then we look at specific things within your human design chart that we're able to draw out that will be able to help you, to support you to do that. I hope you've enjoyed that, and I will see you on the next video.